morning, children. This is Amrita Banerjee and I will be your computer teacher for the present session 21 and 22. I hope you all are keeping inside and taking a very good care of yourself. Okay, so children, in this video today we will start with the explanation of the very first chapter in our computer. And what is the name of the chapter? Let us see. The name of the chapter is Development of Computers. That means in this chapter, children, we are going to study that how computers have developed with the time. That means which was our very first computer, and then which computer came, and then slowly how we are having today's computer system, the present computer system, that how it has got evolved with the time. This is what we will learn in this chapter. So let us start, children. See, children, the computers have started from the abacus. Okay, the very first computer or the counting machine which we have, that is called abacus. And from abacus, the today's systems are IBM system, HP system, and all we have. So that is the today's modern computer. Okay, so from abacus to IBM system, computer has traveled a very long journey. Okay, so the very first we have Charles Babbage. Now Charles Babbage, he is called the father of the computer, children, because he was the very first person who actually developed a system which is actually called as the computer. Okay, which we can call as the computer. It was the analytical engine or the difference machine. It was not named as computer, but it has all the features of computer. So he was the first one to develop that. So that's why Charles Babbage is called the father of the computer, children. Okay, so now we will see about the abacus. Now children, abacus is 5,000 years old. That means it is very old. Okay, abacus was developed 5,000 years old and it was invented by Egyptians. Okay, Egyptians, they developed the abacus. Now it was developed by Egyptians, but it was corrected by that. How it is supposed to be used for counting, that was done by Chinese people. Okay, though Egyptians developed it, but the correction and how it is supposed to be used, that was done by the Chinese people, children. Now how the abacus looked like? It was consisting of some sticks this way, some sticks were there, and some beads were there in that. Okay, so now these beads can be moved upward and downward, and then the counting can be done. So this was very basic machine, and so in that only the addition and subtraction operation can be performed in abacus. Okay, now second one which we have, children, it was Napier's bone. Okay, now Napier's bone was the machine which was developed by John Napier in 1617. Okay, so it is also quite old machine. Now that engine was consisting of sticks. Okay, several sticks were there in this way, and in those sticks some numbers were written. Okay, so the several sticks were there, and in those sticks the numbers were written. Now these sticks were made to move here and there, and now in these sticks we can even perform the multiplication and division operation as well. Okay, so this was the second type of machine which was there in the series of development of computers. Now we will see the third sort of machine. The name of the third sort of machine is, children, Pascaline. Okay, so let us see the name. It is Pascaline. Now Pascaline was developed by Blaise Pascal on 1642. Okay, so in 1642, Blaise Pascal developed the machine Pascaline. Okay, and now the Pascaline machine has some gears. Okay, it has some gears which were marking as the digits in that Pascaline machine. Okay, for the position of digits, it has got the gears. Now that Pascaline machine was used for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. 4 of the operations can be performed by this Pascaline, and it was named after the founder of the machine, and he is Blaise Pascal. Now children, in the online classes I have already shown you the pictures of all these machines, that is abacus, how the Napier bone look like, how the Pascaline look like. All the pictures are given in your book. You can refer to your textbook for the pictures that how actually these machines look like. Okay, so children, after Pascaline we have the next machine, that is Analytical Engine. Okay, so this was the next machine in the series of development of computer. Okay, analytical engine, and this analytical engine was developed by Charles Babbage. Okay, so this was actually developed in 1833 by Charles Babbage, and this was actually called as the first computer because it was consisting all the components of such a today's modern computer we have. So this was consisting of all those components. So this was actually called as the first computer. Okay, now children, the next one which we have is Mark 1. Mark 1 is our next computer, and it was developed by Howard Aiken in 1941. In 1941, Howard Aiken, he developed Mark 1 machine, and it was working automatically and it was not requiring any manual operation. Okay, so this Howard Aiken, he developed Mark 1 machine, and it was automatic machine and it was not requiring any sort of human intervention. And about the analytical engine, children, there was a property which I missed. It was that once all the instructions were given to the analytical machine, then it was working in its own. It did not require the human intervention again and again. Like the modern computers, we give them the instruction, we give them as in what they are supposed to do, and we get the result as in. Similar way, this analytical engine was also given all the instructions and it used to work by the instructions given to us. So Mark 1 was the next machine after the analytical engine, and the Mark 1 was developed by Howard Aiken in 1941, and this was actually an automatic machine and it was not requiring the human intervention or human operation. Okay, then we have the very next machine in the series which is called ENIAC. Okay, ENIAC. This was the next machine in the sequence, and it was developed by Macaulay. Okay, Macaulay in 1943. Okay, and it was first general purpose computer, children, and it would be storing the data and it would be doing the mathematical calculation at will, and it was very big in size and it was using a lot of electricity. Okay, so this ENIAC, it was developed by our Macaulay. And it was actually first general purpose computer. It was used for storing data and doing mathematical operations. It was quite big in size and also it was using a lot of electricity. The picture of this ENIAC machine, this I have already shown in your online class, children. Okay, now the next one we have, it is EDVEC. Okay, now this EDVEC was again invented by Macaulay itself in 1949, children. Okay, and it also, John Wayne Newman, he was also involved with Macaulay for the development of this EDVEC machine, and it was based on the concept of program being stored in the computer along with the data. Now this was actually the machine which was already also storing the programs along with the data. Now these were the machine, children, which was having only data, but now this EDVEC, it was also consisting of some programs as in it. Then we have the next machine, it is UNIVAC. Okay, so children, this was the next machine and it was again developed by Macaulay and Eckert. Macaulay and Eckert. Okay, they were the developers of this UNIVAC. Okay, and it was also, this machine was faster than the previous machines which we have, the previous computers, and also it was the very first commercial successful computer, children. Okay, this UNIVAC. So you saw, children, that how computer got developed from the Abacus to this modern machine. Next we will be discussing about the modern computers and the further topics, children. Thank you so much.